Okay, this is day 2. I just wanted to start by quickly going over some vocabulary. We have the parts of a still life. We have the light source here on the left side, which is the same as our reference. So the highlights are hitting the left side of all the objects. We have the shadows on the back side. We have the cast shadows also, on the right side. And we have the middle ground, which is the horizon, the background. Obviously, this is the foreground. Okay, and the main focus of today, which we're going to be doing our laying down our big shapes. I want to talk about using a limited palette. We're only going to be using white, burnt umber, yellow, gray, and blue. And those are going to be our main colors that we use. And we're just going to mix them together in a variety of ways. Keeping your palette limited is really helpful for creating color harmony. That way, everything in the painting looks like it belongs together. Everything is shades of the same colors, and those colors blended together, and it all just ends up looking harmonious, kind of effortlessly. So keep that in mind as you go on to create your own paintings. For the mushroom, we are going to just mix white, a little bit of burnt umber, a little bit of yellow, um, and we are just going to cover the lighter areas of our mushroom with this color and mix a good amount of this color because we're going to be mixing it with other colors for other parts of this painting. And we just want to put this on pretty thickly. And here's where you can kind of perfect your lines if you don't like where they were originally placed. Okay, so as you can see here, we're going to mix some gray in with that mushroom color to do things like the main areas of the table, some of the background, etc. And again, we want to fill large areas. You just want to get sort of the main color that you see there. We're not doing little details. We're using a larger brush. We're just going to fill these areas with sort of an approximate color for what that whole area kind of looks like to you. And you can be pretty messy here, but it's good to also just define these large areas. So sort of try to be quick with it, but also you want to sort of define your edges so that you can start making sense of this painting as a whole. Okay, so I'm going to mix in more gray for the darker areas of the mushroom. And you have a darker gray than what is pictured here. So you may need to add more white. And just sort of define those shadows. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but this is a chance to put stuff where you want it to be. You don't have to exactly follow your lines. If you think they were in the wrong place, just go for it. And then we're going to do for the darker areas of the lemon. For this, we're just going to mix gray in with our yellow and do the dark areas of the lemon. And then as we move on to and also do, wherever else you see dark yellow, and then as we move on to the light yellow, where you see light yellow. Yellow paint can end up being translucent, so sometimes it's helpful to add a little bit of white to it if you're looking to cover areas. Um, sometimes that translucence is good, sometimes you don't want it. Moving on to mixing up a blue gray for the shadows. Again, you have darker gray than I was using when I made this, so just keep that in mind. If anything gets too dark, you can add white. And just fill in where you see those blue shadows. You can add more blue, you can add more gray, you can, um, you know, mix other colors in. And um, a helpful tip for as far as brush strokes, if you want, and blending, it's often not great to have all your brush strokes going in the same direction. Brush strokes can show a lot of motion, but if they're all going the same way, unless it's very intentional, that can look a little strange. So, a good way to sort of blend those out is to do your brush strokes in one way and then stop and go in the other direction. If you see what I'm trying to do here. And adding water also helps. I was doing this all with one brush, not really adding water. So the paint starts to dry and then it's hard to move around. And then we fill in all of these areas. You can start to add little areas of different colors and little accent areas, but that's basically it for today.